between Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine army strikes Russian patrol ships. The attack happened at the Black Sea around 340 kilometers from Sevastopol. 3 Navy drones attempted to target Sergei Kotov and Vasily Bykov, 2 Russian Black Sea Fleet patrol ships. There were rumors that one of the attacked ships was also a container ship carrying weapons from Syria. After the strike, Russian sailors reportedly requested an evacuation. The ships may have sustained damage. 5 injuries and 1 death have been reported. There is no confirmation that the ship sank. In the intercepted conversation between the helicopter crews and the coastal aviation services of the Russian Federation, the current coordinates of the location of the ships are transmitted and the number of victims is specified. These are the Ukrainian third-generation naval drones which carried out an open-ocean intercept targeting the Russian missile corvettes Sergei Kotov and Vasily Bykov, 211 miles southwest of Sevastopol. Ukrainian advance. Robotine update. Ukrainian forces broke Russian lines and advanced 5 kilometers along a wide front. They are now outside Verbov and on the eastern side of Robotine. Looks like Russian defense is slowly crumbling. And this is funny. Russian tank got spooked away by a little grenade. The Polish Ministry of Defense has announced that a Belarusian Mil-Me-8 HIP transport helicopter and a Mil-Me-24 Hind attack helicopters did in fact briefly cross into Polish airspace earlier today near the town of Białowieża, which is roughly 2 miles from the Polish-Belarusian border. It was previously believed by the Polish military that they did not cross the border due to them flying low enough to not be detected by air defense and radar systems. Poland sees this as the attempt of an escalation by Belarus. On the other hand, according to the U.S. NATO ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield, an attack by Wagner soldiers on a NATO country is equivalent to an attack by Russia. She made the statement in response to a question from a Polish journalist. He wanted to know to what extent the U.S. is concerned about the presence of Wagner mercenaries in Belarus, a country neighboring Poland. There was large explosion and fire in downtown Bryansk, 70 miles from the border with Ukraine. Ukrainians have been provided with a lot of artillery from multiple allies, including extensive precision rounds and counter-battery radar. Russian leaked reports from both their generals and their troops have complained extensively about the inability of Russia to defend against drone and radar-directed artillery strikes. Reports from the battlefield indicate a big reduction in Russian artillery strikes, which relied upon massive saturation fire with dumb rounds. This has also accounted for about 70% or more of Ukrainian casualties, so this reduction is a huge development. Virtually all of these artillery pieces were manufactured in the Soviet era. They are suffering from metal fatigue and already being cannibalized to keep guns firing. The total numbers of pieces taken out by Ukrainian fire is also staggering. The president of Eritrea said that the United States does not produce anything but only prints money. His financial advisors from Muscovy assure him of that fact. They are printing money. They don't produce anything at all, they print money. This was one of the tools of global weapons, the monetary system. They impose sanctions here, sanctions there, said the president of Eritrea, Isaias Afwerki. Putin appeared to agree with this groundbreaking revelation from a leader of a country in debt distress, where 66% of the population lives below the poverty line.
Architecture globally. not controlled by euro, not controlled by the dollar, not controlled by other currencies.
Russians are evicted from a hotel in Antalya, Turkey, on the coast of the Mediterranean, tried to steal 77 pounds of food and drink from the hotel. Russian woman is heard insisting she stole all this for the hotel workers who caught her, adding, "For you, for you."
Вам отстали.
No, es
For
en...
you, вот же видели, это было здесь.
No, no.
For you.
Respect in the hotel. No.
Ну, мы
One,
это...
one. Okay.
Ну, вы...
Aber ganz zu Hotel.
Every day давали.
No, no, no, no.
Тихо, тихо, тихо. Это не так. Every day. Дорога, ну в поезд покушать.
Şuraya bak ya. Şu anda sinirden ellerim titriyor. Böyle oteli soymuş resmen.
Ну смешно. Ну покушать-то что на поезде? Ну как ya?
Havlulardan tut, elmalardan. Bir de havlu eksik diyoruz işte
Это
bak.
нам дали у вас ресторан.
İncirlere bakın. İncirler. Bunların hepsi şampuan ve 2 torba, büyük torba incir kayısı. Böyle bir rezillik görmedim.
Покушать, дайте мы уезжаем сегодня. Go home. Нет там ничего.
A Ukrainian defender tells a story of how Zhuzha, the dog, got food for Ukrainian warriors from the 77th Airmobile Brigade who were stuck on positions without rations. Afterwards, she went to stay with the troops. Please listen. This is what Ukrainian armed forces go through, defending freedom of Ukraine and Europe.
Було в нас 5 чоловік, плюс жужа, 5 пайків, заходили ми на 3 дня, мали стояти на позиції. Так вийшло, що провізії нам не могли дати, піднести, бо дуже сильні обстріли були. І так вийшло, що ми одним пайком питалися 5 чоловік в сутки і плюс жужа. Видно, що вона голодна була, ми зразу почали пайки свої відкривати. Їй. Там якісь галети дали, якусь консерву їй там відкрили. Ділилися, але ми не думали, що нас тут затягнеться там з 3 суток на 9.
І вже з часом їжа почала закінчуватись. Ну, ми вже самі один там галет на 3 ділили, як то кажуть. Ну, не все рівно жужі щось перепадало, якісь крошки, та старалися їй давати.
Прожили ми на наших пайках десь 3-4 дня. Потім вона почала виносити помаленьку десь з-під завали, якісь під землі, почала викопувати своє. І так як пайка вона не могла розірвати, вона виносила і ставила нам під ноги, щоб ми розривали. Ну, штука 4, за 4-5 суток принесла вона 4-5 пайків. Але палку ковбаси принесла на подвір'ї, сіла сама з'їла, з нами не поділилася. Десь знайшла, розкопала це ковбасою, вона з нами не поділилася. І коли ми вже виходили на 9-ту сутку з позиції, ми почали розходитися, і вона пішла з нами. Вихід теж дуже тяжкий, 8 кілометрів нам треба було вийти до точки евакуації. Побратими наші стояли, вона з ними не пішла, а з нами пішла, з ласточкою пішла вона. Хамер під'їхав, ми бігом там заскочили 10 чоловік, нас, виходить, ще побратими вийшли з другої позиції. А ласточка, дивлюся, кричу, ласточка, чи де, починається мінометний обстріл. А він побіг за нею, ще в посадку, вона налякалася, того, що вистрілів вона боїться. І він побіг ще в посадку і якраз на руки, по нам почалися вже дуже рядом прильоти. Але він її не лишив, забрав з собою.
Si no puedes aportar económicamente al canal, suscríbete, comenta y comparte, esto ayudará mucho a seguir informando.